Good evening, everyone. This is Mick Ruby, Mufc Realist TV, and this is the warm-up, the traditional warm-up, 60 minutes before the kickoff. And boy, everyone that's kind of suffered from that hangover after being deflated for 3-4 days, I bet it's Thursday night, it's Europa night, and I guess the gas is refilled in the balloon. We're here, of course, to review the live lineup reaction and talk about the game in general. What do we expect? This is MUFC Realist TV. Guys, before we continue with the intro, I have some sad news. We have some injuries. We were supposed to have a scintillating panel, but they kind of hurt themselves on the way. It's snowing in Manchester. You know how it is. So I just basically have my co-captain in place, Niall James. How you doing, Niall? Are you all right? You're pumped
Oh,
up?
good,
You're
mate.
full of gas? You're full of beans?
No,
No?
I'm still
You ready?
deflated, mate.
You ready to go?
Yeah,
Shall
let's
we
go.
do
Let's
this?
do it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ruby in the house now with Niall James. Let's talk football. MUFC Realist TV Thursday night, Europa night. Where we all calling from? Where are you? Where are the realists in the chat? I see India. I see UK, Manchester. I see one here is Manchester. One here is in Thailand. Big up for all of you streaming into this tune. I mean, it's 3 a.m. Where the kickoff is in Asia. So big up for all of you that lives in Asia. Big up for all of you in US. All over the world, we are fan base. No matter where you are, we wear the same T-shirt, right? Same jersey. It's red, red, red. Niall, how are you feeling today, sir? Are you all gassed up now?
No, mate. So I'm still deflated from that big defeat.
Still.
But kind of
Should I send you?
interesting. Ten Hag's gone with the same lineup.
I guess gas is expensive nowadays, isn't it? But
Yeah.
we need to fill up your balloon a little bit more, mate. Come on, let's go. Listen, I know everyone has been suffering from that PTSD. I mean, it was humiliating loss, and everyone's been coping differently. I'm sure am a very, 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 very bad loser, right? So good evening to you, sir. But we're not going to talk about that. The team news is out. But when I saw the team news, what was the reaction, Niall? What was your initial reaction?
My reaction, I'm surprised and I'm not surprised because I think Ten Hag wants these players to go and redeem themselves now. They need to come out and show what they're about. Otherwise, the ones that don't in this game, there's going to be big question marks over them and could be potentially out the
100%.
door in the summer.
Yeah,
He wants a
100%.
reaction.
Do you think it's fair that, he probably gave them a hairdryer treatment, big enough, like an air jet engine, to shape the image of himself, like they were pretty much bald after that treatment, to give them a second chance? Because some of the players was under critique, in my opinion. Fred was abysmal. Everyone was pretty abysmal. But at the end of the day, we came to a conclusion: it's a team effort. It was a team performance. But giving them a second chance, I think he's kind of the bigger man to show them, like, okay, guys, you did a mistake. I did a mistake. Let's go again. What's your general take? I mean, do you think it's the right thing to do, or instead of doing the punishment?
Yeah, I do, because I think the punishment, well, they've already had punishment anyway. Apparently, there was in Carrington until Tuesday watching that footage back from that game. So 2 days.
Rinse and
He was
repeat.
supposed to
Rinse
watch
and
that.
repeat.
Yeah, so he's already put an element of punishment into it. And then now the big punishment will come after this game if those players do not respond. He's there now. Show me what you're about. What's your attitude like? Are you going to step up now, make a point, fire out of the blocks? Because if you're not up for it, you will be out of the door.
Yeah. Are you surprised to see Daly to give it a start on the right back, or did you expect, like everyone else, like Aaron Wan-Bissaka? I mean, if you look at the line back four.
I think if he's gone with this same team for the reasons I've just discussed, then he kind of has to keep Daly in there as well because he was part of that. It was all that collective that absolutely crumbled. So I think he has to be included on that basis if that is why Ten Hag is doing this.
100%, 100%. And of course, everyone was talking about De Gea letting in 7, but De Gea is not bulletproof. I called the defense last time against Liverpool pinball shambles, right? Because everyone was slipping.
Yeah.
It was a slippery slope. And how's the weather in Manchester now? I saw on the reports it's a lot of snow. Do you think it's going to be some more slippery slopes?
It's just wet now. Everywhere's wet and raining.
Wet, wet, wet.
No
I
snow
feel
now.
it in my fingers. I feel it in. That's wet, wet, wet.
Yeah, but yeah, it's still cold.
It
I know it's
is.
wet,
It
wet,
is.
wet, Mick. I'm not that bloody young.
Yeah, well, some younger audience might not know you, so yeah, I like to burst out in song. I mean, I was a little bit numb, to be honest, like, until today, as I started to prep for the show and all that things, and it's yeah, but I didn't expect to see this lineup, to be honest. Yeah, I was a little bit shell shocked, to be honest. But kudos when I think about it. Mentality is to give them a second chance to say, look, guys, if you screw up this time, you're not gonna play again. You're gonna get 100 push-ups and run like 1,000 circles around Carrington.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
Fred. Fred, the Brazilian inner Pele, what Jay Daly was saying alongside Casemiro. When I did a lineup the other day by myself solo, if you haven't checked it out, you can go back to the video timestamp in the descriptions there below. I was kind of predicted that Fred will sit it out because Fred for me sometimes is like that Forrest Gump movie, life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. This is kind of what you get with Fred. Um, but with Casemiro, in certain sense, like they are well versed to play together in the Brazilian team. I was expecting more of seeing a Sabitzer, like a double pivot with Sabitzer and Casemiro. Are you happy with this lineup selection, like in terms of giving Fred another chance?
Yeah, like I say, if you're going to do this, then you've got to give every single player the same opportunity because then it's
Mm.
very unfair. Then if this is your method and you're actually excluding one of that 11
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
was
yeah,
in that disaster.
yeah. Big up Maisy. Maisy was supposed to come on the show. She just messaged. Big up to all of you. Big up to you, Nan, as well. She had some family emergency. All this Godspeed to you and your family, Maisy. We look forward to see you next time. Just for the shout out, Casemiro. Any given Sunday, Casemiro has to start. He looked like he had a little bit of a knock when we played against Liverpool, or do you think it was just fatigue, Niall?
It was said that it was a knock. I think there was apparently a few players that was carrying a knock. I think Anthony was one of them once again. Casemiro, I think Varane might have been. Um, Obviously Bruno was fine. Don't know
Yeah.
about Rashford, but was it a knock or was it just an excuse to
Nah, I don't
kind
know.
of just
I don't know.
take it away from how bad the performances were?
Oh, I cannot lie. I cannot. I don't want to. As I was saying, like I was trying to count sheep that night. I only came to 6, and then I didn't dare to come to 7.
Yeah, after
Yes.
4 I started blanking out.
Yeah. And my mate, who's a Gooner supporter, he sent me like a 7 up. Cheers. Like, and I go,
Oh yeah.
piss off. You know what I mean? Sorry for swearing on this
See, the
channel.
difference is we spoke a bit earlier, didn't we, about when we have a loss, we go on a run again.
Yeah, we
But
do.
these losses are massive losses that we
Oh,
have though.
massive.
We
Yeah.
absolutely implode when we're losing.
As I
That
said,
needs to be stopping.
it's a massive brain fart, according to my opinion. Like I did analysis when I did my 2 days ago when I did the match preview, the lineup review. I actually went back and tracked back on the previous losses and scores, and when we lost against City with Brentford, right? Was it 4-0? Was it?
Yeah. For now.
Yeah. Then we went on a winning streak. The next big loss was City, 4-2. After that, we went on a bloody long winning streak to Christmas, I think. So every thump we had, we ended up going on a winning streak, right? This is the
One of the City ones was 6-3, wasn't it? We got beat, and
yeah.
that's only
This is
because
where
they stopped.
Anthony scored like a brace, the
Yeah.
screamer goal. Yeah, that was a beautiful goal, right?
That's just because
Um,
City just went down into first gear after the first half. They didn't
they
need to
did.
carry on.
They showed mercy. They did show mercy. Okay,
It's
moving
been when we
forward.
lose, we don't lose 1-0.
I know we don't. No, I think the revenge is there. I think they were pretty much embarrassed, and the fact they have something to prove at Old Trafford, like under the floodlights, big game, big Europa game. Is it quarterfinals today, right? Isn't it? Or is it the round of
No,
16?
well, this is to get into the quarterfinals.
Yeah, it is. I don't know because
Yeah.
we're playing so many games. It's games coming so thick and fast. There's FA quarterfinals. There we won the Carabao Cup. We lost against Liverpool, and now we're playing another game. So, barring that, if you look at Arsenal, look at Liverpool, and look at all of them, we're playing more games than they do. So I can understand the complacency. Now try to play 3 games in a week. Try to do that, right? It's like I used to go to gym a lot, right? Try to lift heavy 3 times a week. Yeah, of course you're gonna get sore, right? Um,
Yeah.
Bruno, again, where are you? Bruno has been shifted over to the left side, and Weghorst playing as a number 10, and Anthony Dos Santos as winger, Rashford on top. Any thoughts about that? I thought Bruno
I mean,
should play as number 10.
I'd rather just like double confirm that from a different source as well, to be honest, because that seems a bit odd.
Oh, this is one football
Uh,
app. This is the app that I'm using, guys.
yeah, well, I've just got on Manchester United's app, and yeah, Bruno is out on the left.
Yeah, he's on the left. Weird. I would expect at least a Garnacho to start on the left, right? But
Yeah,
again, we got to start looking probably at utilizing weapons in the second half, and
he would have analysed Betis a lot more than we have as a general fan. So he's done it
yeah,
for a purpose, for a reason.
100%. Now looking at Betis, though, right? This is Manuel Pellegrini we're talking about. I don't know
Yeah,
much about the Betis other than we played them only once, and that was in the friendly during the World Cup, and we lost. So we only actually played Betis once in our history. But we know about Manuel Pellegrini, the Chilean that was Manchester City's coach between 2013 and 16, right?
yeah.
And so he knows Manchester. He's a Manchester City fan. He knows this ground. He beaten Manchester United 3 times, and I think the last one was the 3-0 win 2014 at Old Trafford. I think it was. Yeah, it
Yeah, to
was,
be
wasn't
honest,
it?
when he was in charge, anybody could beat us anyway.
Yeah, for shit. Well, it's a different animal right now. Um, yeah, big up Nathan,
No question from
Nathaniel Lucky
Nathaniel.
Smith. Hey guys, what do you think doesn't choose Sabitzer? Yeah, um, why he doesn't choose Sabitzer? Well, this is what we said, Nathaniel, earlier. I think what Niall was saying, he gave the players a second chance. He probably gave them a resurrection to prove to the fan base, to prove to the United faithfuls under the floodlights at Old Trafford that, you know, this is the biggest test you can go. Go out and prove yourself, right? What you did, to hang your heads down after 2-0 is not acceptable. It doesn't adhere his rules and
I
principles, what he
don't even
always
think
talking
it's a
about.
case of what you're saying, that it's a second chance. I think this
Mm.
is laying down the gauntlet. It's not a
Yeah,
second chance in, oh, it's okay. This is, you need to
a
step up
warning.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a shot of warning. I think so too. 100%. Jay Daly,
That's great. How you doing, Jay?
Mr. Daly. See you later, Jay Lee. Greetings. What did he say? From Westport Island. How you doing? How's work? Jay, we see you later. We're looking forward for your spade comments, uppercuts. No matter what we win, draw, lose, we will have a rant. Yeah, we will have a say. Guys, tune in after the game. Jay Daly will host the show together with myself. Niall, will you come on as well, perhaps,
Yeah,
if you have
I'll be able
time?
to come on for a little bit, mate.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone can come in and have a say. We might share the link for you guys to call in, have you say, regarding the man of the match and stuff like that. Talk to me, Real Betis. I don't know much about Real Betis. Who is the biggest threat? Do you know who the biggest threat are?
I'm going to just have to look at the lineup because I can't even see that, mate.
Perez. We have Da Silva Santos, Luis Felipe. I know Luis Felipe. Yeah, I know. Pezzella. They're currently sitting fifth in La Liga, right? They're doing quite all right. Defensively speaking, they're quite strong, is part of my understanding. Carvalho, I understand who is he. Joaquim, good player. Luis Enrique, We know Luis Enrique as well. Yeah, they have good players, but
Yeah.
Perez,
Jose
yeah,
Perez as well. He was
Jose
from
Perez.
both Newcastle and Leicester, so we know him
Yes,
well.
Jose Perez. Yeah, so he
Um,
knows. Yeah, yeah.
One me is a good player. Willem Carvalho. There's about four decent players, really,
Hmm.
that could
But not good enough
potentially cause
to.
us a threat.
Do you reckon they can cause an upset? I mean, do you think they will park the bus and just go on the home draw, like when we go over there to Betis and play them, right?
Not even necessarily that. I think they're naturally a defensive team anyway.
Defensive unit, yeah.
The way that they line up, the way they play, so they're
Are they
not going to
similar to
be
Real
all out
Sociedad?
guns
Sociedad,
blazing.
yeah. Similar to Real
Yeah,
Sociedad, yeah.
yeah.
But
And they have
in a
got a
way,
big
we
injury. They've got a big injury. They're missing Fakir, and he's
for
probably
Kia,
their
yeah.
key player.
Hmm. But on the other hand, we just knocked out Barcelona, which is the league leader as well, right? And we went to
Yeah,
Camp Nou and we did 2-2, right? So this for me should be an easier game, but yet again, complacency and that nonchalance should not creep in. And I think Eric Ten Hag had made sure that this will not happen. As you said, they probably watched the video, rinse and repeat the whole week about their mistakes and how to improve.
yeah.
Cool. Righty then. I would just remove this and just let's talk football, right? Let's talk uh, in terms of score prediction. What do you think, Niall? Like, guys, let us know your comments below. Drop a like, drop a your comments, regarding your opinion regarding the score lineup. Do you think it's the right way to put in the same lineup as Liverpool to give them a warning shot? And also let us know your score prediction. What do you think the score prediction will be? Um, Niall, what's your initial thought? Like, at Old Trafford, home crowd, revenge, full of gas again, a little bit wet ground.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping like the 0 degrees is going to be an issue for the Spaniards.
Yep. They go,
'Cause
Mamma mia. No, that's Italian.
when,
Mamma
when
mia.
when it's cold and wet, you've got to edge it more towards us in our favour as
Yeah,
being in Manchester. We're used to it, but
0 degrees.
it depends
Yeah.
on, like I said, if they're sitting back, it will be hard to break them down, and it also
Mm,
depends on whether United are going to come out flying out of the blocks and with that point to
we
prove.
have to.
Because if they're angry, then we could give them a slapping. But
Mm. But the signs have been there,
depends.
Niall. Niall, the signs have
Sorry.
been there. When I think about it, the science has been there for at least 7 games in a row. We've been slow off the block in the first half. And then in the second half, we are like second half FC, and we see a total different Manchester United, the way Eric Ten Hag wants to play. But we seem to
Yeah.
be very tired in the first half. We let, if we concede a goal, we come back. We call this the comeback king. So
Yeah.
it's, according to my opinion, it's very important that we go, the first 15 minutes, we go all in, right? We flood them. We show them, welcome to Old Trafford, right?
We need to start winning games in the first half rather than just plodding along and then having to win them late on in the second. We need to win the game first half, get 2-0 at least minimum.
Hmm.
If you can get three in the first half, go for it. Because now we are making a hell of a lot of chances. We're having double figure shots, close to double figure of them being on target as well.
Hmm.
But somehow they're just not going in. So is that down to lack of finishing ability we've got up top? Because Rashford's the only one scoring for us, really. What if he gets injured? Where are the goals coming
Hmm.
from? Make all the chances you want, but if you can't put them away, they mean nothing.
Yeah. Shout out to Jay in the chat. Lots of love from South Africa, guys. Big up South Africa, 3-0 United. The players have to redeem themselves. Big up Nathaniel, and God bless you for the load sharing that I'm hearing that you guys are suffering. I hope you can watch the game. Apparently, South Africa is practicing load sharing, the switching off electricity. I mean, when you expect the most necessary in life, like water, electricity, and food, when you get into pride, we send out all your
I
love from
understand.
Mufc Realist TV. Big up Nathaniel, lucky, and let you be lucky. Your name, Lucky 3-0. Nathaniel, you actually read my mind. This is kind of my crystal ball thinking as well. Like, it's like you teleported into my mind. I think it will be a redemption. I think their players will be hungry. As usual, the United faithful, the Stretford end, there will be the 12th player, and I think it will be 3-0. I agree with you, 3-0, 100%. What do you think,
Yeah,
Niall?
I've got to be inclined to go with a similar scoreline. I think if we just get by 2-0, if we have a good game, definitely 3-0.
Hmm.
But I'd love to
The
see
more,
more, mate. I'd hope it to be 2-0 in the first half, an extra goal in the second.
yeah, 100%. Rather 2-0 than 2-1, to be honest. And then if you go with 3-0 and you go over there to Spain with 3-0 in the bag, it's almost done and dusted. You know what I mean?
The way I'm looking at a clean sheet here, Mick, is because we've just got fucking 7 punts past us. So these guys need a clean sheet. They're going to be
I need a
working
clean
their ass off to make sure they don't concede
with
this time.
bleach.
Yeah.
Clean sheet with bleach. Total white. Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got to prove a
Now
point after that battering.
they have to prove a point because, I mean, it was 3 points. We lost 3 points, but it was the matter how we lost and to who we lost. And to make it worse, the banter that have been receiving the whole week, still receiving. I can take a little bit banter, but
You mentioned United.
hmm?
You mentioned United being like a ping pong machine at the back. So
Yeah,
was
it was.
Liverpool throughout all that game. There was
Yeah,
4 or 5 where they fumbled in their own 6 yard box. They didn't know what they were doing all over the place. Alisson on the deck.
yeah.
We never took the opportunities in that
We
first half.
didn't.
We should have killed them off with them.
We didn't.
Would have been a different
And
result.
I mean, think back of that game. 10 minutes left of first half. We could have been up 2-0, right? That would be a total different game if those balls went in
Exactly.
behind
We should have
Allison's net.
capitalised on their mistakes and their shakiness at the back, but we didn't.
Yeah. So I think they
That's
were
what
just
killed us.
shell shocked when the first goal went in. It was a defensive mistake. Um, I think in the first half we were the better team. We were actually winning the first half, right?
Yeah.
Mm,
They say it's a bust time to concede as well, isn't it? Just right before half time.
yeah.
Just deflates you.
100%. Danny Boy, welcome to the channel. Welcome. Thank you for contributing. Danny Boy 39 is saying, hoping for a Savage. Which Savage? You want Savage to come back? Intensity in this team tonight, yeah?
Yeah,
Ayush
that's what
Jill,
we need.
I've been waiting for you, Ayush. Ayush, our first loyal member. If anybody give me a money to fly to Manchester, I will give the full squad what actually hairdryer is and ask DDG, Fred, Scotty to leave smoothly. Yeah, aren't you bold, Ayush? So did you get the hairdryer ready? I think you mentioned it. No, 100%. Should we send you a DHL Express? We will pick you up right now, right? Go and
And
do
by
it.
the way, Ayush has already messaged me on Twitter and said 9-0. He's already done that.
9-0. Ayush, where's your
Yeah.
where's your score prediction? For you guys who stream into tune into our show for the first time, Ayush is one of the loyal contributors in the chat rooms. Ayush is very, very positive in his score prediction. He always goes 9-0, 5-0, or even 99-0, and bring on Phil Jones as a striker. Solo in the house, Errol Solo from the
Yes,
Man
I know.
United agenda. Big up, sir. I spoke to you earlier. Big up, big up. Appreciate everything that you're doing for the channel. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Solo in the house. Solo, let me know your score prediction. You already
He
mentioned
already
it
has.
by automation. 2-1 United. Solo, what is your logic and reasoning behind that? Also, write down further down why you think 2-1 is your score, guy. Danny Boy 39
Yeah,
again. By savage, I mean aggressive.
he knows.
I
He
was,
just likes a
you
joke.
know, I know. Mick likes to like about Robbie Savage, Charlie Savage. Bring young Charlie Savage back from loan next season, and we will see. 100%. So you go with 3-9 United. Solo goes 2-1. Do us a favor, guys. Come back after the kickoff show with Jay Daly, myself, and I think Brother Power out from Boston, USA, the funniest guy I ever met, including yourself. We might even have Brian Stinson calling in. Brian Stinson appears from the Football Terrace time to time. That'll be quite interesting. And we're gonna have an epic post-match reaction show. Uh, can you read it?
Yeah, Nathaniel back again. The banter has been the worst, but my love for the club will never die. Glory, glory, Man United. Solo is back as well after the last performance. We need to see something special tonight. 100% arrow. That's what I was
You want to
saying. We
see
need to come
something
out the block
special?
and
You
prove a
want to do
point.
backflips? I can do something special. I can do backflips. Or you can
And
do a good
Ayush,
evening as well.
yeah, and Ayush minimum 4-0, and it's time for Anthony to sit on the bench for 3 or 4 games. Wow. I think we
Harsh.
can get into that one on the post match. Should
Yeah.
Anthony be benched? Because guess
Well,
what?
we'll
It's
see.
not just Ten Hag that needs to cook tonight, mate. So do I, and I'm hungry. I need to cook my food before the kick-off.
Where's Mike? Where's Mike the shawarma king? We owe him some
Yeah.
shawarmas. Is Mike in the chat? No. Guys, where are you guys chatting from? Good evening, good morning. USA, we have India, Ayush, India, Singapore. No, not Singapore. Did I say Singapore? Yes, I did. Thailand. So, mate, it's kickoff for me, 3 a.m. That's what I said. Big up for all the global fan base here, the true troopers, back in US, back in Asia. Now that I've been here for the past 3 months, I understand, what devotion is, to actually watch the game at 3 a.m. and then do a post-match reaction, go to sleep at 6 a.m. That is dedication, I'm telling you. I am so gassed right now. I'm all psyched up. I'm pumped up. We will see after the the game what the result will be. But yeah, I hopefully it will be a high-scoring game. Right?
Like I said,
3-0.
man, I'm cooking Spanish food in a minute, and I'm hoping United cook the Spanish on the pitch as well.
What will be chorizo, paella,
Yeah.
and cerveza. Una cerveza, por favor.
Oh, sí, señor.
No corona.
No, 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 no.
No cojones. Miss Kalula,
Danny
Kalula
boy,
always. Miss Kalula, Kalula, if you're watching, a big up for you. You always say cajonas, and I like that. We miss you, and we hope to see you soon again. Old
Danny
Trafford
boy,
will be
Old
bouncing
Trafford
tonight.
will be bouncing. Yeah.
Let's bounce. Yeah, I will bounce too.
It's the first time you've bounced on a bed for a while, Mick.
Well, my wife just let me to bounce a little bit, but then I will get the divorce papers.
Yeah.
Divorce, abort.
You've got
Now
loads, mate. They're just on the top drawer.
it's just sitting here, just waiting for me to
Yeah.
sign, eh? No, but seriously, we go again. We have we're still in the cup, FA Cup. We still have 13 games to play in the Premier League. We're playing Southampton Sunday today. This is a game that I've been waiting for. This is the game that I expect a bounce back, pretty much. I usually saying he's seen 4 a.m. games, and my exam was 9 a.m. same morning. That's dedication I use. How did you go with the exam? Did you pass?
Usually the exams are done well before you get the results, mate. Probably won't even know the results yet.
Or did you have matchsticks like this, Nah, everyone that's gone to uni, we know we've been there, all night studies. That's fun as well, with lots of coffee. Like now, I'm addicted to coffee. That's my brew today. But guys, what's the time? It's 30 minutes left of kickoff. What else can we talk about? I saw something interesting now.
I need to be going, Mick. I need to go and cook the food before kickoff.
Fair enough. Everyone, thank you for joining. See you later. This is just a short warm up. We are stretching out. We are like the players at Old Trafford. We're stretching our, flexing our quads, our muscles, our pecs. Jay Daly will come on later on. Yeah. Are you asking in India? Mark just got That's the end comment.
Mate.
Big up. Well done, PhD student. Guys, again, thank you for everyone that streamed in. See you later after the
Cheers,
what is
guys.
it? After the approximately 15 minutes after the game and the bells and whistles and all that. But guys, please, before you go, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and all that jazz. We are 3 members away from hitting 10,400. We were just now, but we dropped something on the way. But if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. There's a button down below. We would love you if you do so we come to 10,400 realist members. But guys, see you later. Don't burn the food. Niall, see you later, guys. Be nice and hasta luego. Bye.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.